in the awareness of being a soul. I connect with a Supreme Soul. And I understand that our connection pulls him. He is here, available to guide and to teach. I listen in the awareness of being a soul to the words of wisdom of the Supreme Soul. He is incorporeal, invisible, and always ever pure. Today, the Supreme Soul, the friend, is meeting you, children, as his friends. How many friends does the one Supreme Soul, the friend, have? Foreigners like friendship a lot. So the Supreme Soul is the father, the guru, the teacher. He fulfills all relationships. Which relationship do you find the loveliest? Although he is all one and the same, some prefer him as a teacher, some prefer the bridegroom, and some prefer the friend. Therefore, by fulfilling any relationship with the one, you attain everything. The magic is that you can fulfill any relationship you want with the one. You don't need to go anywhere else. By doing this, your desire to find someone else finishes. Are you experienced in fulfilling this love of all relationships? Are you? Are you experienced in loving the Supreme Soul? Why not loving the Supreme Soul? You have been giving your love to human beings for such a long period of time. Now, why not directing your mind and intellect towards the Supreme? What would be the experience of understanding your eternal connection with the Supreme? You see, with human souls, you feel like you have to create a good relationship. You invest, you give, you take. With the Supreme Soul, the bond is always there. He is playing the part of a loving mother and the part of a very wise father. A parent would always make their child feel that they belong to them. You belong to the Supreme Soul. The connection is there, always, forever. So why not experience it? Why not opening your eye to the treasures that you can feel in the company of the Supreme Soul? First of all, you will feel accepted. No one in this world can accept you as you are. You will feel he or she is a best friend. They are listening to you, they give you advice, they want the best for you. There will be unlimited happiness if you listen to the Supreme Soul. There will be unlimited attainments. Your song will be constantly, Paliya, Paliya, I have attained everything. No human being can give you all the attainments. Only the Supreme can help you recover your peace, your love, your joyfulness. In this link, he is also the bridegroom. He is the one that fulfills all your desires. It is true that once you belong to the Supreme Soul, you don't feel attracted to anyone else anymore. And that helps you to understand your true relationship with human souls. Who are they? They are not your uncles, mothers, husband, wife, children. They are your brothers. It is a family. It is a family with one parent. And the parent plays a role of a mother and a father. And everyone else are brothers. What an amazing family. Let us hear a few more words of the Supreme Soul that can guide you in experiencing everything you want to experience. What are you the authorities of? Make a list and you will find it is a very long list. The first authority is that the world Almighty now belongs to you. Therefore, all the authorities of the world belong to you too. You are the authorities of the elevated religion that is established directly by the Supreme Father. You are those who have the authority of being the direct creation of the first human being. You are the authorities of leading a life of most elevated actions. You are the authorities of receiving the reward of the elevated actions, which is your right to the unshakable kingdom of the world. You are the authorities that are so great, even the Father salutes those who have such authority. This is the greatest authority of all, that the Supreme Soul is here to salute you. He is very pleased to see those who have such authority. Wow, that is an amazing awareness, the awareness of being the highest on high, being those who are always in the company of the Supreme. You are loved by the Supreme Soul. You are the friend of the Supreme Soul. You are here with Him, and together with being a friend, you are His child. You are His companion. You are His student. You now have all that authorities, the authorities based on experience. What does authority mean? Authority does not mean power or force over someone. Authority means you have experience. You have experienced your beauty. your truth. You have experienced your loving nature. You have experienced the highest happiness beyond physical senses. This experience makes you an expert. So authority is expertise. And others listen to experts. They trust the expert in you. And you are here becoming an expert in soul matters. You are here becoming an expert in spirituality, in dealing with your mind, intellect, and personality. The second authority is based on your way of living. You know, when in a community someone has lived for a long period of time based on principles of truth, of kindness, of generosity, they will win the hearts of those in that community. They will have the regard of everyone. They will have that authority. Others will want to ask from them what is their opinion. They will listen to their advice. In the same way, the human world is a large community. For someone who is up there, it may look like a small village. This whole world can be like a small village. And in the small village, there are souls who have experience of a long way of living in truth. They are the seniors of the village. They are those souls who, for a long period of time, they have experienced living in a royal way, giving, sharing, being wise, being truthful, caring for others, supporting others. They are the seniors of the human world. And it is wise for all of us to consider their opinion, to listen to them, to identify who they are in the world. Who are those seniors of the world? Who are those who have lived in truth? And their advice can help you at the time of need. I will show you now the whole picture that summarizes the types of authority. Another authority is that of elevated actions. Is a result of your karma. Whatever good action you are doing, it will give you power for reaping the fruit of that action. No one can ever take from you whatever fruit you reap from the result of your elevated action. You plant a tree, you will have the authority, the power, the right to take the fruit of that tree. And finally, the authority of family, which is overused in today's world. Everyone feels entitled because they are the son of someone, because they are the parent of a famous child, because they are a wife. Here, the family starts with one human soul. Everything starts from one, and then two is a family of the first human being, and knowing the history of that first human beings, being able to relate to them, to have regard to them, to respect their actions and their love for all human souls, that will definitely increase your ability to have success and your ability to relate to everyone else. So today, the practice would be to experience one or other of the four authorities. Identify which one is most appealing to you, whether you want to feel the power of being experienced, whether you want to live in truth, whether you want to give elevated actions to the world, or whether you want to know a little bit more about those who are the seniors, about those who are the first human beings, and acknowledge them, respect them. That will give you authority in everything you are. So practice today the experience and the authority of being an elevated soul. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.